That kind of attitude.
Do you think eye contact is important?
Of course. Absolutely. You know, I mean, all you have to do for eye contact is not break it. I mean, you practically do snare them down. It's slightly more subtle than that, but not much.
So, what are your percentages of getting laid using these tactics? What would you say your success rate?
I don't know, pretty good, I'd say. Very good.
Do you think the woman's looking for the same thing? She knows what's happening?
I mean, I think some do. The ones that are more fully engaged in the real game are aware, but I don't think that's the majority. Most of them are not aware. Most people are not really aware. You know, most people are just kind of bumbling through and wandering around bumping into things along the way.
So when you go home with one of these women and you fuck them, have you ever actually liked one? Honest.
Not really. Very. I think out of... It's actually 9, not 6. But I just called it a 6-pack because it was nobody has a 9-pack. Anyway, out of them there was only one that was even worth, you know, a conversation. The rest of them were just completely objectified. They all, of course, wanted me, though. I think it's kind of bad. So, I mean, you have to be careful with when you do that, because when you're playing on people's deepest thing, because you're going after their most deep-seated thing, whatever it is. And, you know, nobody's a Fort Knox. Everybody's pretty much wears their heart on their sleeve. It doesn't take a private investigator or anything to figure this crap out, you know? It's pretty much just pay attention, listen, ask a couple of questions along the way. And mostly it's just paying attention. Let them talk. They'll tell you. You know, most of them can't help themselves within 5 minutes. So...
So you'd say that the guy that listens, also, that's a big part of empathizing with her and getting her into bed.
Oh, and back to the stripper thing. If another trick is, well, there's a bunch of them actually now that I think about it. But first of all, you don't need to go do the private dances with them at all to get to land them. That's totally not necessary. And you know, and you don't even have to go up to the dance poles and put any money up there at all. You just can sit at the bar. It's actually more tactful to just sit at the bar and not be running all over the place being stupid, you know? That said, if you do go get a private dance, one of the better moves is to... They're always gonna try to talk you into 2 or 3 or whatever, as many as they possibly can. It's never,
because they're trying to make money.
Right, they get paid per song, so you let them dance for the first one or whatever. But then on the second song, just talk to them, pay for it, but just talk to them. Say no, just sit down and talk to me. And be like, I gotta charge you. I know. You know what I mean?
And what does that do?
Well, again, how many guys really do that?
I don't know.
Very few. And you're giving a shit, or at least trying to, pretending to, and you're, if nothing else, you're mining for data, you know, to figure out if there is an angle. I mean, you got to at least do some due diligence along the way and figure out, you know, like I said, first find out who's even workable from the bartender, and then go after those. But then you still got to talk to them and figure out, you know, what whatever it is you're going to be exploiting, you know, and you got to let them tell you, you know, and so.
All right. You heard it from the mouth of a typical male. Well, you heard it straight from the guy. One of them, anyway. Thanks for listening. If you liked what you heard, disagree with what you heard, if what you heard is the best thing ever, please leave a comment. This was brought to you by NOFS.org, the National Organization for Sensual Safety. Go to nofss.org and sign up for continual updates and podcasts like this one. Until next time, have a delicious life, but be safe doing it.